Welcome to week 5 of the Poppy Cotton Quilt Along. We're using the Hopscotch and Freckles fabric, and the pattern's called Sunny Kisses. And week 5, we're going to be doing flower 1 and flower 2. The leaves on these blocks are both the same. So I'll first show you flower 1, the top part, and flower 2, this part, and then we'll talk about the leaves because the leaves are the same for both flowers. So you'll be making 6 of each of those flowers, and you'll be making a row that goes across the quilt. And the first thing that you'll want to do is you're doing the center. So this is a stitch and flip method where you'll sew on, you'll actually, on your square that goes on each corner, opposite corners, you'll draw a line corner to corner, sew on the line, and then trim. And then you'll repeat so that you create a square in a square. And that becomes the center of your block. The next thing that you'll want to do is you'll want to do the same method, which is sewing a square from corner to corner, stitching on the traced line, and then trimming and pressing. And you'll do that for this opposite side. You'll make 2 of these, and then you'll sew those together. So when you sew these together, you will get this piece right here. So this becomes the top of your flower. These are the 2 flying geese sewn together. Then you will take your center and you'll put the small piece, you'll sew the small rectangle to the center. Then you'll sew your bottom rectangle. Then you will sew using the stitch and flip method. You'll do your corners again, sewing corner to corner, trim, and then press. You'll create 2 of those, and those become the side. And so you'll piece all of these together to create your top part of your flower. So you've got your center, your small piece, your bigger piece, the 2 side pieces, and then these are the top 2 flying geese that you made. So once those are together, that creates your flower. Kind of looks like a tulip. And this is your completed top of your tulip. So the bottom part of this are the leaves, but I'm going to jump over and show you flower 2 just because that's easiest to show you the pieces. And this is very simple. If you have a directional piece for your center, which I did here, make sure you have that going the right way. And so you'll center piece, sew 2 pieces to each side. Again, you'll use the stitch and flip method. You'll take your squares, sew corner to corner, corner to corner, and then the same on the other side. You'll trim and press those. And so what you'll end up with is your second flower. So you've now got your top 2 flower pieces, one that's just a simple circle flower and one that looks like a tulip. And then you're going to make the leaves. And on the leaves, you're doing stitch and flip method. You'll take your 2 corner pieces, sew on your traced line, trim, do that for each piece, and you'll make 2 of these. Now on the leaves, you'll make sure that you're making 2 going one direction, and then you'll want 2 going in the opposite direction. And so the reason for this is you want those leaves going out towards, so that 1 leaf is going, 2 leaves are going this way, and 2 leaves are going this way. So once you have those, you will sew those pieces together. And so what I like to do, let's see, is you'll sew a small piece in between each of the 2 leaves, and on the bottom of your leaf is a larger rectangle. So you'll make 2 of these, one going this direction and then one going the opposite direction. And once you have those, you'll take and sew your leaves to each side of your center stem. Now remember, this is a small stem, and so you want to make sure that you're doing a really good 1/4 inch seam. Always check your 1/4 inch seam to get this exact measurement. The side pieces are even tinier. These are only cut 3/4 of an inch because you need that little extra piece so that you can make this a 5.5 by 5.5 inch block. So once you have finished that, you have your leaves, which you'll make 12 of these to go with 6 of these ones and then 6 of these ones. And so you'll end up with your tulip flower, which you'll make 6 of, and just your regular flower. Maybe it sort of looks like a little rose. So this is week 5 of our Quilt Along. We hope you're enjoying making this quilt and loving following Poppy Cotton.